good? All right. Yeah, I was trying to get yes online. No sweat. 400 plus years of atrocious acts. We suffering PTSD throughout our generations from the trauma and war crimes committed against us. We still being lynched. We still being hunted. We still oppressed. Kissing our boots is the least you devils can do. Gotta watch my step, cause our enemies cowardly creep. And they hunt us when we go on the streets, full of lies and deceit. See the beast trying to devour the sheep. Wicked devils love to prey on the weak. So you gotta be wise and see the lies in their philosophies. Living out these biblical prophecies. They press their knees on the dying man. We went from chains to prison, and from the pot to a frying pan. At the border, families torn apart. These crackers gotta suffer, Lord forgive me for my carnal thoughts. They hung us while they took our ladies to rape, then turned around and used our babies for bait. I can't think straight. How much more it's gonna take? They evil crimes justify the hate. Nigga, that's the proof. I thank the Lord for this truth. I tell these crackers this what they can do. Devil, kiss our boots. Do what the scriptures say to do, so my people know these prophecies are true. Devil, kiss our boots and show an act of humility. 400 plus years of captivity. Kiss our boots for all the pain and oppression, for all the lies and deception. Devil, kiss our boots. Get on your knees and your hands and lick up the dust, you understand?
Hey yo, I don't think they understand. We Yasha Allah, Prince of the Power, mic in my hand. These heathen nations, they gon' serve us and bow down. In Texas, we gon' milk these Gentiles, it's Cowtown. Israelites gon' take the kingdom, Esau in trouble too. You quick to say that you my brother, we gon' be lords over you. You a liar and a thief, you gon' have to pay for that. You a dog, get on all fours, you a snake, a rat. You gon' learn to follow orders from these priests and prophets. Righteousness gon' cover the earth and can't no devil stop it. You say you sorry, but I ain't got nothing to say to you. Till you apologize the way the Bible tell you to. And I don't give a damn about your little children. All the love I got go to my nation and we building. The sons that afflicted us, they gon' bend the knee and behave. Bow down before the children are slaves.
Devil, kiss our boots. Do what the scriptures say to do, so my people know these prophecies are true. Devil, kiss our boots and show an act of humility. 400 plus years of captivity. Kiss our boots for all the pain and oppression, for all the lies and deception. Devil, kiss our boots. Get on your knees and your hands and lick up the dust, you understand? This place completely a circus, defeat the purpose and them demons are lurking. I see my people hurting. I pray the Lord send them evils and curses and cut our enemies, no slack. With no remorse, they shoot us in our back. We in the midst of snares, don't dare make any fault. And forget about them lies that you were taught. With no regard for the old, nor show favor for our youth. These devils using us for target practice like we bulletproof. Committing mass genocide, or they throw us all in cages to the neighborhoods and gentrify. Prepare slaughter for their crimes, it's a death offense. And vengeance is the Lord, they for sure get their recompense. Here is the patience and the faith. They evil crimes justify the hate. Nigga, that's the proof. I thank the Lord for this truth. I tell these crackers this what they can do. Devil, kiss our boots. Do what the scriptures say to do, so my people know these prophecies are true. Devil, kiss our boots and show an act of humility. 400 plus years of captivity. Kiss our boots for all the pain and oppression, for all the lies and deception. Devil, kiss our boots. Get on your knees and your hands and lick up the dust, you understand? Devil, kiss our boots. All right, most time Christ, clap it up, y'all. All right, hey, shalom. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West on 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. Under Commander General Yohana, this is Priest and Officer Habanah, and this is the Isupk Houston Wednesday Law class, man. So what I want to do, you know what I'm saying, like I do every once in a while, what I do is I like to kind of have a review on things. I mean, this is a classroom, and what we do, this is a school, and we're having class. And what I want to do is, what I don't want to do is be having these lessons every week, and we're not really learning anything, you know what I'm saying, or we can't show. The scriptures say prove all things. So we want to know, I want to know as a teacher that whoever's watching this class or whoever show up in class is at least learning. Now some of these questions I might ask,
like I have some students, student in here that might not know because they weren't here at the time of me going through that. No sweat. Then what's gonna happen is, for those who do know, they'll answer the question and then you'll know. So then when we have future reviews, then you'll be able to answer the questions. And also, I don't know if I'm gonna start it this week, but maybe next week. Give a big up to Officer Taza Doc. Give him a hand if you could, for the Most High in Christ, for the type of structure that he has for the Friday Lasha One Kodash class. I think that it's a very, very beneficial structure because what it does is forces us to learn. And that's what we want to do. We're here to learn our heritage. Today is the law class. We need to learn the laws. And there's a lot of times where I may go into different subjects, but everything that I go into is still always going to pertain, or everything is pertaining to the law. That's one thing we have to understand. I could teach on anything, and the law is in it. You understand? But what I want to do is start doing more like focus lessons where we're focusing on, certain lessons, and over maybe I want to say we'll have like maybe 4 weeks, and then we'll have a review. And then each week we'll kind of review on the prior week. You know what I'm saying? But I want to kind of have a somewhat of a structure, you know what I'm saying, to where it's interesting, it's captivating. Y'all know how I run my class. I like, for it to be interactive. I don't want it to just be sitting here and everybody just like, I want it to be where we actually learning something, even though this is the word of the Lord. So regardless of anybody feel like it's boring or not, this is what we need to learn. You understand? And I can tell you one thing. One thing I know for sure. Since I've been in the ISUPK under Commander Junior Hunter, no class has ever been as boring as the Christian church. I'm talking about when I was forced to go to church and sit through these long. And the crazy part about it is the sermons were only like an hour long. But it'd be like the worst hour of the morning. I'd be like, God, dang, when is he going? He just hooping and hollering. Like, I couldn't wait for it to be. I'm like, is he going to end it early this week? Yeah, I was like, dang, it was just so boring. And the crazy part about it is we just sit here. It ain't like we doing anything special. I ain't running around the church trying to captivate the people. I'm sitting in one spot and I'm just teaching. And it's interesting. And not saying my class is interesting, but any class that I watch, when I watch classes, brothers just sit there and they teach. You know what I'm saying? I may tell a joke here or there and we laugh, but it's always interesting. You know why it's like that? Can anybody tell me why it's like that? Go ahead, sis. Give her a hand. That is true. You don't have to put on a show for the truth. Is that mic working or is it not? No. You try to, let me see. Just so.
You don't have to put on a show for the truth.
Right, that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to put on a show for the truth. And when you actually pulling out scriptures, you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference. Like, there's a difference from me, you hooping and hollering and talking about your weekend and talking about what neighborhood you grew up in. That's why you wanted to be the pastor of a church in this neighborhood, because you grew up in this neighborhood and it was this and it was that and all this other crap you talking about, you know what I'm saying? And nobody really be wanting to hear, walking around dabbing your head because you fake sweat or whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying? You got, I don't know what's going on. But what they be doing, but the point is, you're not really bringing out nothing that I want. Like, I want to know about these scriptures. I want to know about the stories in the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? I want to know about, and there's a way you can do it with, like, you telling the story and you teaching, but when I hear it, when I'm learning and I'm watching other classes, like, I'll give it prime example, when General Hyman classes, I'll give you a prime story. When he brought out the story about in the Maccabees, was it the one, she had 7 sons, I believe? And they pretty much got chopped up in the pots and stuff. Yeah, you're going to have to probably turn it back up a little bit. No sweat. Is we got people complaining online? Okay, you was listening to it. No sweat. So, like, he brought out the story about the Maccabees, where it was like the woman, the mother and the 7 sons. I believe it was 7. I could be wrong. But I believe it was 7 sons, right? And they had got members chopped off and all of that thrown in the pot. And I'm talking about he's teaching it and I'm learning it and we pulling out scriptures, but it's like I can vividly see the story unfold before my eyes as he's teaching it. You see what I'm saying? And he's not doing anything super special. He's not doing what the Christian pastor do, where he's running around the damn church like they on fire. He's not doing that. He's sitting in one spot and he's teaching a class, and it's so intriguing to hear these stories. And I know that's what I love to hear. That's what, and so that's how I want my class to be. Long story short, I just wanted to be more interactive. So I don't know. I'm just preparing y'all. I'm gonna start some type of structure, and it'll be easier for me to teach as well. To get, like I said, I want y'all to learn. Okay, so is there any questions in the room? Okay, no sweat. Most High in Christ. So now, the first question I want to ask y'all is, you paying attention, your pie? All right, the first question I want to ask is, okay, y'all know I got to ask this in a way where I'm not giving away the answer. Okay, so let me see. Who were how can I put it? The laws were given to who first? The way I asked that might have been a little, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to give it away. What you got, Junior? You got something? No. Nice try, though. No sweat, brother. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Brianna.
Moses.
Officer Rom.
Adam.
Adam, give him a hand. All right. Now, give me the precept. See, that's how I get y'all. You know the answer. Give me the precept now. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be doing that a lot too. Cause what I want to do is I want to trigger a muscle memory. So now you know, okay, where this is the truth. Like, and I have trust me, I do the same thing because I paraphrase a lot of stuff because I can't remember and pinpoint where it is. But that's because I have a horrible memory. But I know where it's at if I had time to actually sit through and But for time's sake, I paraphrase a lot in this class. But So what I'm gonna start doing is asking y'all, okay, give me the answer to this, and I want you to give me the precept for it because that's how you act. It's muscle memory. Okay, now I can go here. This is where it's at, and I know where it's at. And it gives, for those who don't know, it gives them the precept as well. So go ahead, Rom, you got it?
I can't pinpoint it scripture, but is it referring to the breath of life?
What you want to do is, just you got your phone, right? Put in your Google machine. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how that is very one West. General Hyman has stressed to us that we have Google machines, and all you have to do is put it in your Google machine. So you on point. So while you looking up that, so yes, Adam was the first person to get the law. He was the first man to receive the law. You understand what I'm saying? And there were other people on the earth, but the Bible don't speak about these other people per se because Adam was who the Lord chose. Does that make sense to everybody? All right, so Adam is who the Lord chose. So now I can pinpoint the chapter. The chapter is Genesis chapter 2. We know that, okay, because a lot of people, I'm going back into the creation where General Hyman gave such a detailed breakdown of it. You understand what I'm saying? In the creation, a lot of people think that chapter 2 is where the Lord actually made man. But the Lord made man in chapter 1. You understand what I'm saying? When he made man and woman, to rule over the animals and such, you know what I'm saying? So that's in the part of the creation the Lord made man. But in Adam, in chapter 2, go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 7.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground.
He did what?
And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground.
What does that mean? Go ahead, Bree.
He made the man out of the dust, from dust.
Literal dust?
Oh.
I'm asking.
Yes.
No.
Oh, okay.
He didn't. What is that breakdown, officer?
He brought him. He formed man from a very low state.
He took man from a low state. That's why it says, read it one more time.
And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground.
He formed man from the dust of the ground. That's talking about him being at a low state, meaning he wasn't following the law, statutes, and commandments. He was just living like anybody else that ain't in, it looked at in high regard. Okay, let me ask you this. This is a perfect analogy. Knowing what you know now, Sister Bree, knowing what you know now of being around amongst men of the truth, being around your husband, being around your brothers, right? How do you look at us versus a man in the world?
My husband is a lord, the men in the world, or peasants. Fools.
Right, right.
Somewhat.
So basically, you look at you hold your husband and your brothers, the priests and prophets of the Lord, in high regard, right? Versus a man in the world, you like, oh, he ain't nothing. He ain't, he in the world. That's what we say all the time. When we, you know what I'm saying, we see somebody committing wickedness, they not in the truth. Oh, he in the world. That's why we don't even, it ain't even a big deal to us. Oh, he in the world. He ain't. But guess what? If you seen one of these priests and prophets doing something that was completely out of order, what you gonna do? You gonna be like, oh, what the heck? What's going on with this? It's gonna be shocking because we're held in a high regard. We're not at a low state. We're not mean we're on a pedestal, but I mean we are definitely, since we know the law, we should keep the law, and we're held to that standard. Go ahead.
At one point in your life, you were at a low state.
Definitely.
Until you got those laws.
Right.
And now you're at them. You know what I mean. I'm following the laws. Come on,
you know what I'm saying? The
there
Lord
you go.
took me from that low state. That old man that's dead and gone, he was definitely living at a low state. He was living and he was living low to like a snake, doing any type of thing just to get by. You understand what I'm saying? Whether I'm breaking in houses or robbing people or selling dope to my people, you understand? That's you at a low state. And I was living like that. You know what I'm saying? Committing all manner of wickedness. I wasn't following the law. So now Adam being formed from the dust of the ground, meaning he was taken from that low state. Keep going.
And breathed into his nostrils the breath of life.
And breathed into what?
His nostrils the breath of life.
Now, when most people hear that, they're going to think, oh, he actually did CPR on them. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord then came down here and did CPR. Now, what we got to remember is the Lord didn't come down here to physically do the creation. So so now we got to look at how is the Lord going to be physically doing CPR? You know what I'm saying? We have to keep everything in context and perspective and understand what this means. It's all metaphorically. You understand what I'm saying? He breathed in his nostrils the breath of what?
Breath of life.
The breath of what?
The breath of life.
Now, find me the precept where it says you keep the commandments, you live. If you could, let me see if I can look it up, give you some time. He breathed in his nostrils the breath of life. You understand what I'm saying? And we know, because we finna get this precept, the breath of life is keeping the commandments. Let me see. Salakia. Okay, let's see what you got.
I got one in Deuteronomy, one and two in Proverbs.
Get me Proverbs 7 and 2.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Keep my commandments and live.
Keep my commandments and live. That is the breath of life. You keep the law, that's you living. You understand what I'm saying? Keep my commandments and live. You had something? 7 and 2. Mm-hmm. Keep going.
And my law as the apple of thine eye.
And my law as the apple of thine eye, meaning you understand what I'm saying? Make that your priority. Keep the law. You understand what I'm saying? Like, make sure you want to live. You don't want to be dead to the world. You don't want to be dead to the Most High, because if you dead to the Most High, listen, Lord, like I don't want to be around you, because all the plagues that's gonna be coming towards you, I want no parts of it. You understand? As a priest and prophet of the Lord in the truth, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, I don't really even want to be around nobody who sins, because I know judgment is coming. The Lord you're definitely gonna get punished for not keeping the law, and I know how it feels to be punished. You understand? By the Most High, especially now that I'm in the truth. I know how it feels, when you slip up in the truth and you get punished for it, because I messed up in my early time, coming into the knowledge of the truth. I was messing up. I was still a young man, shedding myself, and guess what? The Lord punished me for it. And he punishing me for things that I did in the past. But guess what? I understand it, and it's righteous judgment. I deserve it. You understand what I'm saying? All I can do now is provoke the Most High to have mercy by doing what? Following the law. Keeping the law. You understand what I'm saying? So by living, keeping the law and living. You understand what I'm saying? Go back to Genesis again.
Kanawakan. And man became a living soul.
And man became a living soul, meaning now he's living, now he has a purpose. Now he understands what to do, how to do it, how not to eat that, how to eat this, how to dress. You know what I'm saying? Like now he understands. And now he can teach it to his wife and his kids. Everybody understands. All right, so now we got that first one out the way. Most High in Christ, Officer Rom, good, excellent breakdown, as I expect from my officers. You understand what I'm saying? Another question, okay? Now, this was actually just recent. What? Man, how can I y'all gotta excuse me because I'm trying to ask these questions on the fly. I just came up with this concept before class, by the way, and I'm trying to ask these questions where I don't give it away. How are you? Okay. Give me just remember this is law. So you have to, and also remember that I want precept for it too. How are we supposed to wear our clothes as Israelites? That might be a vague question the way I asked it, but I had to ask it that way because if I asked it any other way, I might give up the answer. And I don't want to give it that. I want to make it a little difficult. How are we supposed to dress as Israelites? And remember, I want precepts. Matter of fact, let me also check online because I might be getting some. You checking online as well, Rom, or you just let me check online. No sweat, I'll get it. Hold on 1 second. I might have some people. Y'all definitely can answer questions online, like Baba Kashar. Let me see. Y'all definitely can answer questions. You got the answer? Okay, hold on for a second. Hold on, let me turn this down real quick. I'm gonna check to see if anybody online got it. You want to try to give it a shot, sis? You don't want to give it a shot? Just think. Remember, this is a review, so this is something
Again,
I actually did teach, and you were here. So think about what I've taught in class over the past few weeks. Junior, what you got? Just stand down. You know what I'm saying? Just stand down, young man. Okay. You're not on right now. You usually be on point. Right now, you're a little off. Just pay attention a little bit closer. Okay. So now, let me check Facebook real quick. Okay. Let me see. Men wear men appear. Okay. Now, give me what's the precept? Do you know the precept for that? Princess Renewed Mind on YouTube. If you can give me the precept to that, then I'll go ahead and give you full credit for it. But if not, I'm gonna hold that. You definitely on the right track, but I need a precept for it if you could. Let me see if Facebook got it. Give me 1 second. Salakia. And while I'm looking for this, y'all definitely be trying to figure out the answer.
Is it in Proverbs?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm trying to go back and look at some of the.
No, hey, don't try. Look, hey, you know what I'm saying? I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I can tell you this. I will say this. There's more than one precept that I'm looking for. One of them is, now remember I said context is law. So think about the law when you finna provide your answer. Think about the law. Now the sister on YouTube definitely is on the right track. That's one of them.
What did she say?
I'm not. You gotta. You know what I'm saying? I'm aware. Just give me. Okay, let me see if I can get the full answer in the precept, and then I'll tell you what she said. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I don't got nothing on Facebook right now at the moment. Let me make sure. Let me look. Sometimes these comments don't always come through like right away. Let me. Okay, no, I don't have nothing on Facebook. So what I'm gonna do? Okay, it's more than one answer. So let me see. Men should not wear effeminate. No, that's definitely. I know what you mean. That you're not spelling it correct, but you on point. Okay, so what the sister said is men wear men apparel. She's trying to say. I'm sure she's saying apparel. And women wear what's appropriate for women. That is correct. Find me that precept. Wear what pertaining to a man. Men wear what pertaining to a man, women wear what pertaining to a woman. That's one precept that I'm looking for. It's about two more, at least two more. You wanted to try to give, you had, what you had? Numbers 15 and 29. Also, okay, Numbers 15 and 39. That sounds close to what I'm looking for. And also get Deuteronomy 22 and 5. The sister pull out Deuteronomy. Let's see if we can get that. See what that says.
She got 22 and what?
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. That sounds about right. Let's get to it. Let's see, 22 and 5. That is it. Give her a hand. That's online. Most High in Christ. Princess Renewed Mind. That is it. That's one of them. So we're going to hold Deuteronomy chapter 22 and 5. And then what was the other one you had? Numbers what? Numbers 15, 38 through 39. So hold these precepts, mark these precepts down, Rom, and then what we're going to do is let's start with Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5, and then we'll go to yours. And then there's also, let me see if you covered that. Let me see, Numbers 15 and 35. I just want to make sure that this is the one I was looking for before I even give you full credit. Let me see, 15 and 35. Okay, 39, Salakia. Where we at? That is definitely it. Okay, no sweat. Most High in Christ. Give him a hand as well. All right. Okay, so now give me Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Right. So now it says the woman. Read it one more time, Salakia.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
A woman shall not wear what pertaineth unto a man. What is that talking about? So a woman can't wear pants? Is that?
No, that's not what it's talking about.
It's not. Somebody tell me what it's talking about. Go ahead.
A woman cannot wear man pants.
Oh, a woman can't wear man pants. So a woman can go into the store, into the women's section, and find some pants, and it's Tawab, right? Okay, Most High in Christ. Give Brianna a hand. That is absolutely correct. Because, you got these fake Israelites out here that'll tell you can't wear pants when there's nowhere in the scripture. Read the scripture one more time. Tell me if it says you can't wear pants. It says the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. So that's why clothing stores have sections. Now, granted, we in a time right now where the clothing stores might have a section where it says other or some crap. You understand? Just stay away from other. Because you don't know for sure. Just stay away from other. That might be a whole nother realm you walking into. You understand? Just stick to women's. If you're a woman, men, you stick to men. You understand what I'm saying? You can't go to the men's side and go get no basketball shorts. They check on the women's side. They may have some basketball shorts for women. Usually they may be a little shorter or a little bit more feminine. You know what I'm saying? Now, am I saying you can't wear clothes that are made like unisex? Do they have female basketball players? Yes. And they wear basketball shorts. But usually the female version of the basketball shorts are a little shorter, you know what I'm saying, and more feminine, right? We understand that. Like, y'all know, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't saying a woman can't wear basketball shorts, but don't go looking for, you in the men's section, like, man, I want these Nikes, and them things coming all the way down to your calf muscles, and you baggy as hell, looking like a whole bull dagger walking down the street. You understand? That is not, you can't do that. Go find you some female basketball shorts and look like a female, man. The whole point of it is a female should look like a woman. You shouldn't be out here. I shouldn't look at you and be confused. I shouldn't look at you and have to like strain my brain to figure out, is that a nigga? Nah, damn, man. That sure look like a nigga, man. It's kind of, I don't know. I ain't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do. That ain't fair for a man trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that. You understand? And it's an abomination. Keep reading. This is why we really don't do it. You understand? Because not only because it's law, but because, keep reading.
For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy
For
God.
all that do so what?
Are abomination unto the Lord thy
So
God.
just stay away from it. Don't do it, man. Don't be putting on no damn. Like, I mean, listen. In the UPK, man, it is not. And I'm over the garment department down here in Houston. It is not approved for any. You know, if you watching the classes and you online and you thinking about coming to the school and you saying, well, I'm gonna wear my skinny jeans. Listen, you can't do it here. Don't. If you a man, you don't come in here with no damn skinny jeans. I will tell you to go ahead and go home and change and you know, figure something out. Don't do it. We get you some cargo, get you some jeans, some loose fitting jeans where you can breathe. You understand what I'm saying? You need to be able to breathe, man. You can't even, like, come on, brother. You understand? Like, no. Put some pants that you can breathe in on. You understand? Now they have other type of jeans where it's not like super baggy. They have like regular cut or slim cut jeans where they're not skin tight. You understand what I'm saying? But they not real baggy. Y'all understand the point, right? And they're not made for big guys. Big guys shouldn't be trying to squeeze in those slim fit pants. You understand? Like, what would happen if a big dude try to squeeze into some slim fit pants, slim cut pants? You gonna turn them into what? Go ahead, sis.
Tight jeans.
You're going to turn them into skinny jeans. That's what they, you know what I'm saying? Like, it defeats the whole purpose. Slim cut jeans are for slim men. If you was real slim and you don't want to wear pants that's going to make you look like you looking like a damn, what them people that be standing on them damn sticks, them tall big old sticks, they be walking, I forget what, stencils and stilts, yeah. If you don't want to be wearing pants like that, I understand. Get you the slim cut. As long as it ain't skin tight and you can't, you know, you can breathe, then it's tawab. And you find them in the men's section, it's tawab. But them skinny jeans, that definitely don't. I don't care if you find them in the men's section or not. Just leave them alone. Them was made with the intention of making a man look effeminate. You understand? And like the sister said, you know, on Facebook, Princess on Facebook said, you understand, effeminate. That is a big thing. You understand? That's a big deal. The Lord don't want no effeminate men. You don't even want no, like, confusion. The Lord is not the author of confusion. A man, I shouldn't be able to look at a dude and be like kind of confused on whether or not this brother soft or you kind of weak or feminine. I shouldn't be feeling like that. And them jeans is definitely not it. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So now we got two. The other one I was looking for, I'll give it to you for time's sake, is in 1 Maccabees in the Apocrypha, chapter 14, verse 9.
Salakia. This is the book of 1 Maccabees out of the Apocrypha, chapter 14, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
The ancient men sat in all Salakia. The ancient men sat all in the streets, communing together of good things.
They did what?
Sat all in the streets, communing together of good things.
So now, that go to show you, this our culture. It is normal. Like, we have a natural knack. Like, men, like Black, Hispanic, and Native American men have a natural knack for wanting to be on the corner, hanging out, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, chilling on the corner. I'm not saying do that. No, you know, especially unless you out here being righteous. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you know, the UPK, you might find us on the corner at a gas station or something, or at a corner store, and we passing out flyers and telling our young men not to be wearing them skinny jeans and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? But it's just a normal thing. So don't, like this, I'm just bringing this up to show you that it's always been our culture and have our knack for being in the streets, what you would call. You understand what I'm saying? But the bad thing about it is we were doing it in an unlawful way. We were doing it being unlawful. We didn't know the law, statutes, and commandments, or we wasn't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. We was out here doing all abominations in the streets. Instead of being in the streets doing abomination, we need to be doing the Lord's work in the streets. You understand what I'm saying? So now, and it's our culture, you know, cookouts and barbecues and stuff, whatever you want to call it, that's our culture. Barbecue can start anytime. You get 4 more people together, niggas, you know what I'm saying, Black, Hispanic, Native American, listen, we get together, we get to talking, have a couple beers or something, next thing you know, a nigga rolling out the pit, you understand what I'm saying? Anything can get barbecued. Whatever meat is in the refrigerator can get barbecued. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. It would just be random, spur of the moment barbecue. You call a couple people, next thing you know, you got about 20 people over, and we having a whole barbecue. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that is our culture. It is a normal thing. It's always been in our culture to want to be, you know, in the streets, not in the unrighteous way, but in the righteous way. All right. So they was the ancient men, meaning the men of old. These are the men that we supposed to be following after. Matter of fact, if you really want to go deeper, who were these men? If you really want to just take it there, who were these men? These ancient men. Rom, you should know. Go ahead.
These are older men.
They were men of. They were the. Okay, I'm trying to. If you, that's why I say you got to really go deep. If you really want to go deep into it, who were these ancient men?
Oh, the priests and the prophets.
Us. You understand? There's no new thing under the sun. You know, regeneration is a thing, right? So guess what? Those ancient men that sat in the streets doing the thing that they did, that was us. You understand, right? So that's why we do it now. That's why we hang out in the streets now. That's why we, commune together now. That's why we do the things we do now, because that was us then. It's always been us. You understand? We just being regenerated, right? Keep reading.
And the young men put on glorious and warlike apparel.
And the young men put on glorious warlike apparel. That's why, if you're a student in the school, you're to wear all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, scarf. You understand? Pants tucked in your boots. Young men is a protocol when you come into this school that the young men come in here wearing a certain type of clothing, and there's no exceptions. All black, warlike apparel. You understand what I'm saying? And you can get it from yours truly, Officer Habana. Inbox me. You understand what I'm saying? You get warlike apparel. That's what we do. That is our culture. So that is the law. You understand what I'm saying? Wearing what were pertaining to us, our fringes. Men wear what were pertaining to men. And Salaka, did we get that one yet? We got the fringes? You didn't read that yet. Okay, so this was the warlike apparel one. So now go get me the fringes one. I just wanted to get that one out the way. So we got the one where you said, what the sister online said. We just pull out Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5. So y'all remember that in y'all notes, because I'm probably gonna be quizzing y'all on this again, right? Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5, where it says men wear what pertaining to a man, women wear what pertaining to a woman. If you don't, it is an abomination, right? I also show you where the men wore warlike apparel. So it's not uncommon for us to come in with, fringes on our shirts. You see, you got the headband, got the spikes on it. You understand? When you see it, it look like, okay, he can headbutt me. He gonna, bust my head wide open, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to, when you see the soldiers of the Most High, you want to look at them and be like, dang, he could do some damage. That's what you want people to see. Now, of course, you still want to be approachable. That's why, with our T-shirts, we wear T-shirts that it's like we're a walking flyer. Our T-shirts make a bold statement where you see it and you like, let me see what this brother. You see our fringes swinging and dangling. So you like, hey, what that mean? What are those? I heard about them, but I don't really know what that is. They look cool though. What is that? You want to be approachable as a priest and prophet of the Lord. And sisters, of course, you look well to the ways of your household. You want to wear, you want to make sure you wear a shirt, something that, of course, holla at yours truly again. And you can get you something nice, say, hey, a princess, a virtuous princess, cult princess, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And you get that in the UPK anywhere. Get you something where another sister will see that and be like, virtuous princess. I like the sound of that. I need to figure out how she got this shirt. And then guess what? That sister going to come up to you and you going to say, well, I'm in the ISUPK Commander Juniana where they teach us to be virtuous princesses. That's why I can wear that shirt, sis. Now, you should get a flyer or you should call this number right here. And then you can be right here and you can get this shirt and you can wear this shirt and you could become a virtuous princess as well, sis. That's what we want to do. Because right now we still what? Right now we still doing what? Go ahead.
Of the real things.
No.
Oh. I thought that's...
I'm sure my officer knows what we doing right now.
Fishing.
Fishing. Give them a hand. That's it right there. We fishing right now. We're not, because the scripture says, I will send for many fishers. Then I will send for many hunters. Right? Right now, we ain't hunting. We're fishing. So we're trying to get our people to come back into the culture, come back into the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? We're fishing them. That's what you do. When you throw that bait out there, that's what you are. When you walk around and you got your head wrap on and you holding yourself, you being meek and humble, and you not loud mouthing and being all unruly and stuff like that. Women your light is gonna shine, and other women are gonna see that and be like, even the women that knew you before, they're gonna be like, man, you sure have changed. You seem a lot more calm down. You know what I'm saying? The way you just glowing, I don't know what it is about you. You just seem more elegant. You just more, you know what I'm saying? You more calm. You just so humble. That's what you want. If somebody ain't coming to you telling you changed, you acting different, then you're not in the truth. You understand what I'm saying? When you start getting them, you acting real funny. You acting different. That's what you want to hear. Most High in Christ is. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to tell them. Hey, that's what I waited. Like it's like that's the validation. You want to hear that. You want it like, yeah, you acting funny. You acting different. You don't come around. You give them that look. I gotta take my shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give them that look. Like, yeah, I know. Most High in Christ. Now, all right. So now let's go to Numbers 15 and 30. Was it 39?
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38 and 39. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
Throughout what?
Throughout their generations.
No, remember, you know how that's the Old Testament, man. Y'all, that's them old. You living by them old laws and stuff, man. Go ahead, sis. We in Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. Also, give me make sure I will get the next precept. That's an excellent precept, sis. First Timothy is an excellent precept. First Chronicles is definitely a good precept, but First Timothy is a real good precept to touch on this subject, since I'm already touching on the men wearing warlike apparel. We'll get that next. All right, so go ahead, read that again.
Salakia. Verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders ribbon of blue.
So now, speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments. You understand? What is the borders? Go ahead.
Where two different, materials meet.
Right. It's a border. Just like the border around Texas, it's a border around it. It's two plains meeting each other. Plain meaning Plain, plain meeting each other. And it's like, okay, now this is the border. This is the end of it. So, okay, I got you, sis. So, like with pants, right? The reason why we wear our pants like down the seam is because if you know anything about sewing, before the pants are come together, that's where the pants fold right here and it meets. You understand? This is the border. So that's what creates the seam. That's why we put our fringes there. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of clothes, sometimes I can't explain it, but if you have a piece of clothing, you fold it inside out, you sew it, you know what I'm saying, and flip it back outside in. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Y'all understand what I mean? And then you'll see and you turn it over, you'll see the seam. Well, before it was like that, these two pieces had to come together. It was sewed, flipped inside out, sewed again, and then flipped back again. Like y'all understand what I mean? It's a border. That's why we okay, you can't wear it on a t-shirt, but let's say this was like a vest or something. There's also seams that go down, the arms. You can put your fringes there. There's a seam that go across the back where that fabric had to meet. That's a border. You can put your fringes there. You understand what I'm saying? Come into Isupk and you'll learn where to put your fringes. But putting your fringes at the bottom of a t-shirt is not the border. You understand what I'm saying? That's not how it's supposed to go. Now, a garment, because this is a lot of people is confused about this. A lot of people think, well, fringes are at the bottom of a garment. They don't really realize how a garment is made, though. A garment is how it's the proper way a garment is made is it's not just one piece. Like, you know how a t-shirt is made. The t-shirt at the bottom is made where this seam is not two pieces coming together. You understand what I'm saying? This is just folded and it's sewed. It's not two pieces meeting. A garment is one fabric and it's coming together in multiple places. You understand? It's made to where it's almost like two things together. So like the front is actually two pieces of fabric. It's actually two pieces of fabric, but the way it's sewed, it looks like one piece. If that makes any sense. I know it probably don't make sense for those who don't have a male garment, but if you get a male garment, you'll notice that it's actually two pieces. You understand what I'm saying? Put together that makes the full garment. So you can put fringes on the front and back. It's at the bottom, but it's where those two fabrics meet at that bottom. If that makes any kind of sense to y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's not at like a bottom of a t-shirt where this t-shirt ain't nothing, is nothing that's meeting anything. It's just folded over and sewed. You understand what I'm saying? That's not a border. A border, it means two pieces, the fabric has to meet at a certain place, and it has to be sewn right there, and that's the two pieces coming together. Everybody understands? So I had to give a detailed breakdown of the border because fake Israelites will swear up and down the bottom of a t-shirt is the same as putting fringes on the bottom of a garment, whereas the garment actually is folded to the two pieces meet and it's sewed together. You had something, Ron?
Yeah, kind of. I guess when you look up the word, the origin of a t-shirt, it tells you that its origin is originally made as an undergarment.
Right.
And
exactly.
you don't supposed to put fringes on your undergarment.
Damn right. Is also an undergarment. On top of the fact that it don't meet at those, that's why you can't put fringes nowhere on it. So now, because I was gonna get to that point. So now you probably be like, well, I can't put it at the bottom, but shoot, the two fabrics meet right here. Why I can't put my fringes there? Say that again. What you just said, Ron?
Kind of. I just read the
Go ahead, read.
Wikipedia.
Hey, damn right.
The T-shirt was evolved. Salaki. This is from Wikipedia. The T-shirt evolved from undergarments used in the 19th century.
Mm-hmm.
First, the one-piece union suit underwear was cut into separate top and bottom garments, with the top long enough to tuck under the waistband of the bottoms.
So it's made for undergarment purposes. T-shirts are made for that. It's like you trying to put fringes on the T-shirt is equivalent to you trying to put T-shirts on your drawers. I mean, Salakia, fringes on your drawers. You understand what I'm saying? It's just not. Come on now. Not only is that homosexual as hell, it's an abomination. It's not law. Law is on your priestly garments. That's what you want. When you go out and do the work, just like I'm not gonna go put fringes on my security uniform. I'm not gonna go put fringes on my McDonald's uniform. You understand? I'm gonna put fringes on the pants that I will. Now, there's nothing wrong with wearing your pants that you know, whatever pants you wear. There's nothing wrong with going into these places and having them on. But you kind of want to do it where you are in a position to do the work of the Lord, if that makes sense. You don't want to wear it to work because at work you're there to do your slavery. You're slavery. You're doing your slave job. You're not really there to teach the word of the Lord. You're not really there. Not saying that somebody can't come up to you asking questions. Yeah, you can answer questions. If you're an officer in this school, you could teach. But your workplace that's not your primary objective. But guess what? When I'm walking into Walmart, I got my fringes on, I am laced and ready to teach. If somebody come up to me, we can have a full-fledged class in there. Precepts and everything on deck. You understand what I'm saying? I can do the work of the Lord walking into Walmart. I can fish in Walmart. You understand? So I can wear my pants that have fringes on them. Now, I'm not going to necessarily just have my priestly garment on unless that's something we have to go get some stuff for camp. You know, whatever. Y'all understand the point, right? But you want to be wearing it when you're doing the work of the Lord. That's what it's for. That's why a T-shirt is not sufficient. Go ahead, sis.
So can women wear fringes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, fringes. It doesn't read. Go back to read Numbers 15 again. Not only can women wear fringes, read what it say.
Talking about
15 and 38. Read it from the top.
Khan. Verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
No, speaking to the men of Israel.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
No, only men.
The children of Israel.
The children of Israel. You understand, sis? Man, that's if you Black, Hispanic, or Native American, keep reading.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Now, that is law. That is law for the children of Israel. Now, keep going. Now, again, for the women, it's a little tricky because I don't really put fringes on dresses. I don't know how the dresses are made, but you can put fringes on the bottom of your dresses because, again, most dresses, if you know about dresses, usually the dress is the bottom of the dress is where the fabric meets. It's like folded and it meets around the edge of the dress. It's just the same way as a garment. Now, if it doesn't do that, it's kind of tricky. You might want to, get with your, if your sister got a husband in school, get with your husband, get with the men above, the men above, and we can reach out to the generals and stuff like that. We can get answers, but you can definitely wear fringes. There are things you can get a female jacket. There's jackets you can wear. You understand what I'm saying? That you might like, I'll give you an example, like some biker type of jacket that are made for women. There's seams in it. There's borders in it where you can put your fringes in it. You can have your nice little flower-looking fringes or, make it look cute, however you want to do it, as long as it has a border of blue. Now, it doesn't specify what color blue, but as long as it's blue. You understand what I'm saying? That's how, until I can, if y'all want, for next week, I'll have the official answer. I can reach out to the men above me and ask, but, I'll reach out to the men above me and we'll find out. But I know for sure royal blue, navy blue is Tawab. You understand? All right, so
Keep going.
let me see if I could if you could check outside, Junior. You go ahead and get him out there to his mom if you could. So now, all right, so now we understand what we supposed to wear. You understand what I'm saying? We understand that that is law. And the things that I'm asking is pertaining to the law because we really want to get that down. This is the law class, so we want to understand what we can and can't do. You understand what I'm saying? So now we understand that women, so that was, and I'm glad you asked that question. That's an excellent question because it may be some sisters on here that don't know. You can definitely wear fringes. It not only can you wear them, it is law to wear them. You understand what I'm saying? Now, there's a reason for the law. When Officer Rum come back in, we'll read that. But let me okay, so let me ask you this. While we getting that, let me see. What did we discuss about women? Okay. Let me get I'm gonna read it. Let me go to 1 Timothy. The sister brought out the scripture. Let me go to 1 Timothy 2:9. Salakia. Give me a second. Get to 1 Timothy 2:9. Let's see. We actually brought this out not too long ago too. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. All right, so I'm going to read it. This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array. Now, what does that mean? This ain't the precept that I pulled. I don't know if it was last week or the week before last, but what is this basically saying? And I'm gonna let the sisters answer this. You want to give it a shot, your pie? Huh? Bree, you want to give it a shot? Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Women should wear ladylike apparel.
Okay, yes. Modest. Okay, so now, because there's a thin line there. There's a gray area. Because ladylike apparel could be some Daisy Dukes. I mean, you look like a woman.
Ladies should wear some apparel that makes them look modest.
Right. So now let's get the definition of modest. We in 1 Timothy 2:9, Ron. So let's get the definition of modest real quick though. Let's see what it says. Because this actually goes back to, the question that you had. Let me see. Unassuming a moderate explanation of one's abilities, achievements. That ain't the one I'm looking for. Relatively moderate, limited, or small. I think that would be of amount, rate, or level. Hold on, give me a second. I'm trying to find out the definition that I want, that I'm looking for. There it is. Okay, so now if you Google modest and you click more translations and definitions, it would be what we're looking for is under the third definition and fourth. Well, third definition. Yeah, third definition, actually, Salakia. All right, so now, if you could read that for me, Rom, the definition of modest, and get the third definition for it on Google.
Wakan. This is the Google Dictionary definition for modest, the third definition. Of a woman dressing or behaving so as to avoid impropriety or indecency, especially to avoid attracting sexual attention.
Keep going.
Wakan. Of clothing, not revealing or emphasizing the figure.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, like the dagger has been drawn. You understand what I'm saying? And I know for a lot of women it may be tough. And I remember you was telling me, sis, that you kind of, for a living, that's kind of like your thing, like where you show off your figure. And of course, it really varies. Like if you're a married woman, it kind of, the modesty level just varies depending on what your husband allows. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I already told you, of course, this doesn't. If your husband say he gave you the green light, then you're good to go. You understand what I'm saying? But in general, you want to wear modest apparel. You know what I'm saying? In the general, like it's your slave. So your slave. Okay, like you gotta look at if it's your job to do certain things, like you're a fitness trainer, something like that. It's your job to do these things. So it's like you have to look at it as like we're in captivity. That is your slavery. In the kingdom, though, where you're in a situation where you don't have to do certain things to get money, you know what I'm saying? You can be cool. You could just chill at home and get fanned by Edomite, or not even an Edomite, but like a Moab or Arab. You could just be fanned by a big ass, whatever the thing is, a tree branch, a flower, whatever. I don't know what the hell it is, but they be fanning you. You could sit on your little canopy and just get fanned all day, and have a Moabite doing your toes at the same time. You ain't got to do nothing. You understand? That's what we fighting for now. We fighting. Your husband is fighting, so in the kingdom, he's going to have riches. So you don't have to do no slavery. But in captivity, your slavery requires you to, work in a situation where you may wear some tights and you showing off your figure or your abs or whatever the case may be because you want to attract more people to get more business, right? So people see your abs, they're like, oh, yeah, she definitely a good fitness trainer because look at her body, look at her figure. I know she can help me lose weight. So I understand. If your husband understands it, that's what it is. Just look at it as this is my slavery. As long as you're not looking at it like I'm going outside to, because read the third definition again.
Of a woman dressing or behaving so as to avoid impropriety or indecency.
Right. If you're trying to get that, if you're looking to be indecent, if you're looking to keep reading. Especially, go ahead.
To avoid attracting sexual attention.
That's why you want to dress modest. So now, if you're in a situation where you have to dress, where you got to show your figure, as long as you're not doing it to attract sexual attention. You're not doing it for that. Like, if your mindset is, look, my husband, I love my husband, and you know what I'm saying, that's what it is, and none of you niggas, you know what I'm saying, I don't give a damn about none of you niggas. I'm just here to do my job. Then that's a different story. Like I said, and it varies, of course. If you was but I will tell you this: if you was a sister without a husband, a sister that came into class and asked this question, I would tell her that it probably wouldn't be appropriate. Because even the slavery, let's say you didn't have that. You had that coming into the truth too. That's another thing. You can't just leave your job because then you won't make money. It's no different from if a brother coming here and he's in the army. Now we tell people stay out the white man's military and law enforcement. And whenever you get a chance, if you come in here and you come in here in law enforcement, whenever you have an opportunity to change over your career, then do so. You know what I'm saying? Now, you don't want to do it and then you're going to be asked out. You understand what I'm saying? Be smart about it. We're not Christians. We're not going to be sitting here like, no, you have to leave that right now. You can't come in. Don't do that. No, we're not going to tell you to just lose all your money, lose your home because, you know what I'm saying? You're in slavery. You're in captivity. But when you get an opportunity, if you get a better job opportunity, take it with swiftness. You understand? If it's something that you know, I can do this, I enjoy doing this, it's a better opportunity for me where I don't have to, show my body off, then that's what I would. Of course, I'm just telling you this as a prophet, as a teacher. You would talk to your husband, of course, to get the final, but I'm just speaking in general. And this is not just, I want everybody to know, this is not just directed to, the sister. This is directed to any sister that's watching. You understand what I'm saying? This is not nothing. This is everything that we teaching here. We teaching it for the broad of all our people so that we can learn and understand and have a better understanding of how we supposed to be and how our mind's supposed to work. If your mind frame is always about seeking attention sexually, then you're in the wrong spirit, sister. Any sister. You understand what I'm saying? That is the total. And if you're a brother and your spirit is always about trying to go get a sister that's looking like that, and instead of correcting her, telling her to, get herself cleaned up and fix herself, then you're in the wrong spirit, brothers. You understand? As a matter of fact, more so, the men should be leading by example by correcting the sisters. Because as long as we, and I say we, not me, but we as a whole, as long as we keep gassing them up, their engines are gonna be revving. You understand what I'm saying? The whoredom won't stop as long as the men keep gassing them up. All right, so we have to, I have to stay on that subject and emphasize that because I'm tired of seeing our beautiful, beautiful black and brown sisters out here looking like that, man. When you can look damn good, covered up. You can look, listen, a dress, that I'm more of like the old school type where I want to see the present wrapped up because I want to unwrap it. You understand? When it's mine. I want to be able to unwrap it. I like the thrill of unwrapping the present. I don't want to see the contents of the present before I get it. Because then I know what I'm like, it ain't really special no more. It ain't really, I see a lot of you sis. I want the one that's covered up. I'm going to choose you like Pokemon. I'm going to choose you out the group. You know what I'm saying? I see you hiding, you being meek and shy. I'm going to squeeze through. I don't give a damn if you're not the baddest one. I'm going to squeeze through them. Hey, let me see you. Come here. I'm going to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I like. I don't like all that showing up your cleavage. And what you doing that for, sis? Come on now. You understand? All right. So now, moving on. All right. Everybody understands how men and women should dress, man. And the spirit, more so the spirit that we should have. Just like the men, the reason why you need to have that warlike apparel is because you don't need to have an effeminate spirit. And sisters, the reason why you need to look meek and modest is because you don't need to have that whore spirit on you. You understand? There's no whores in the daughters of Israel. All right. So now, let's see what we at time's sake. Okay, we got a little time. All right. Let me ask y'all this. And I still got to find out about, you know what? I ain't going to even bring that up. Let me ask you this. Okay. Is it lawful to eat tuna fish? Hold on. Let me you know already. I ain't finna. I'm gonna see. Let me see if the sister Brianna can answer.
Tuna fish is unlawful.
Tuna fish is unlawful. Why?
Because it's tuna's at the bottom of the sea, right?
Lie.
No, it's a shellfish.
Lie. No, don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Now,
That's all I got.
okay, no sweat. Give me the precept, Rom, and also, I will ask you this, Yapai. Why is tuna fish unlawful? Give her the mic if you could. Get the mic from Rom.
Remember correctly, it's something about their gills or
It's
like
something about the gills,
or like the scales.
the scales. Okay, what about the scales?
It's either that they don't have any or
Uh-huh.
that they are too small to be seen.
That's it. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Look, I was finna say, you don't disappoint me now. You are held in a high regard. You're not at a low state. You understand what I'm saying? If I could. So now, what she said is exactly correct. A tuna fish, you don't have to descale a tuna fish. So now, we ain't talking about no little bitty micro scales that every fish may have. We're talking about scales where you can clearly see them. You can literally see them while they're in the water. You pull it out the water, you see them flapping, you see the scales on them and the fins on them. You understand? Any fish that have fins and scales, you can eat. If it don't have fins and scales, you can't eat it. Tuna fish falls under the category of no scales but have fins. All right? Everybody understands? Get the precept. You got the precept?
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
They should be an abomination, man. So tuna fish, you can't eat tuna fish. If you just like I believe it's mackerel. Is that the other fish that falls into that? I believe in that family, where it's like a shark. Can't eat a shark. You can't eat a dolphin. You understand? They have fins, but they don't have no scales. All right. Sister Maya Call, she asked a question: can a woman wear shorts during the summer months? Now, sis, of course. Now you can wear shorts. You can't wear it to class, of course. It is not unlawful for you to wear shorts, but just keep in mind, what your husband, if you have a husband, just keep in mind whatever he allows you to wear. First of all, that's first and foremost. That's priority. You serve your husband. You understand what I'm saying? If he don't want you to wear shorts, you can't wear shorts. Hold on, I got you wrong. If you don't want you to wear shorts, you can't wear shorts. You understand? It's as simple as that. Now, if he allows you to wear shorts, you want to make sure you're not, again, modesty is you're not wearing the shorts because you're craving sexual attention. So you're not going to wear shorts. You're not going to wear Daisy Dukes. You're not going to wear shorts with your butt cheeks hanging halfway out the shorts. You're not going to wear shorts where it's tight around your right. You understand? Where it's just showing off how fat your coochie is. You understand what I'm saying? You're not wearing shorts that it's gonna entice men to just gawk at you, or you know what I'm saying? Or you don't really want to wear that type of stuff around your brothers either, because especially if you're a married woman, you know what I'm saying? That's a stumbling block for your brothers. You don't want to come around your brothers looking all super sexually attractive. Why? Because then, as a natural, of course, a brother is going to be so brotherly and fight the demon to not look at you because he loves his brother. But that is a horrible position to put that brother through. This brother got to damn near strain and fight the temptation not to look, because he know, look, this is my brother's rib. Like, why is she around me with these little shorts, booty cheeks hanging out? You know what I'm saying? Why? Don't do that. Now, as far as shorts, sis, you know what I'm saying? If you want to wear shorts, it's not unlawful. Just just be sisterly about it. Don't be trying to do too much. You know what I'm saying? You can look good without doing all that. And most importantly, definitely go to your camp leader. If you don't have a head, your camp leader is your head. Go to him first and say, Salakia, sir, I wanted to wear these. They do come up to, is that Tawab? And he'll answer you just like a father would answer you. He would tell you just like, something where he's preparing you for a husband, because that's what a camp leader do. That's what your head of the school do. The head of the school is there to protect you and look after you and make sure that you're not just selling yourself short, shaming the school or shaming yourself. So go to your camp leader, sis, and just run it by him. Make sure, he approves of it. If he approves of it, sis, hey, you good to go. All right. Rom, you had something. Go ahead, Salakia.
Khan Wakan, what do you tell somebody in the world that, when you tell them that smoking weed is bad, but then they use the excuse of, well, I do edibles.
Okay, give me honor of physician. It's in the Apocrypha. That's a good question. So he's asking, like, okay, so how do you teach someone in the world where they're using excuses? Hey, look, I don't smoke weed. Smoking is unlawful. You teaching them as an officer in the school, smoking is unlawful. Okay, let me ask y'all this. Is eating weed unlawful? Go ahead.
Yes.
La'ah. Eating weed is not unlawful. No? Eating weed is not unlawful. Why?
Okay, now I can't answer that question. I got another question.
Go ahead.
I thought that you can only use it for medicinal purposes.
You can. You're definitely correct, and we got the precept to prove it. So, okay, so medicinal purposes is if the doctor say you can do it, if the doctor okays it and gives you a prescription for it, you can do it. No, you cannot smoke it. But smoking is unlawful. But the question was, can you eat weed? When I say eat weed, of course, y'all know I'm talking about the medical form, whatever, cannabis or whatever the hell it is. It's marijuana, cannabis oils, however you want. Is it edible? Can you eat it? Yes. Read the precept though, Ron. For you weed heads out there, because I'm about to I have to, now y'all all excited, your antennas are all sticking up. Y'all like, oh, we can eat it? Oh, man, I'm finna go home today. I'm finna go get me some weed and eat it. Hold your horses. Read what you got.
Khan one Khan, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus out of the Apocrypha. Chapter 38, verse 1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye may have for him.
Say that again.
Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye may have unto him.
Honor a physician.
Of him, Salakia.
Read it one more time, Salakia.
Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye may have of him.
Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses that you may have of him. What does that mean when it says honor a physician? Go ahead.
Meaning you need a prescription.
Meaning you need to go to the doctor when you need to go to the doctor. You feeling sick? What do? You go to the doctor. You break a bone? What do? You go to the doctor. You understand what I'm saying? Honor that physician. You got to honor with everything you do as far as when it comes down to, your health, mental health, physical health. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Eating marijuana will be pertaining to your health. Why? It's an herb. It's originally here for medicine. It's there. It has medicinal benefits, right? It has healing benefits. So that's your health. You go to a physician for that. Keep going.
Khan one Khan. For the Lord hath created him.
For the what?
For the Lord hath created him.
The Lord put that physician there. The Lord put that doctor there. So for you super self-righteous wannabes out here talking about, well, man, that doctor at Hamite. I don't want no Hamite dealing with me. I don't trust it. The white man, the devil, that doctor white. I don't trust it. Say that. Read that last part again.
For the Lord hath created him.
For the Lord had put that doctor there to save your damn life. If you get into a damn car accident and you are you get shot and you are literally, your life is seeping out of your body, are you going to give a damn if that doctor that's there to perform that surgery is white? Hell, I want to save my life, Baba Kashar. If you could, say all the prayers, you know what I'm saying? Give that doctor the power to heal all manner of sickness. You know what I'm saying? By Hashem Yahweh Shai. Y'all understand, right? The Lord had put that doctor there. Come on, that's Christian to be like, man, the white man the devil. So if the white man operate, then he gonna try to inject my body with that COVID-19. Man, come on now with all that goddamn conspiracy theory. That's why you don't need to smoke weed right there. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't need to eat weed either. Because that's what people like that don't need to eat no weed. Now, honor that physician, you know what I'm saying? With the honor due unto them. Is there some more on that?
Unless you want verse 2.
Read the beginning of verse 2. Let me see what it's saying.
Verse 2. For the Most High cometh healing.
For the what?
And for the Most High cometh healing.
For the Most High cometh healing. That healing ain't in the weed. The healing, the Lord is healing you, but he's putting that doctor there to prescribe it for you. Now, give me a scenario where you can eat weed then. Since I just gave you the layout, I just told you to honor physician. Give me a scenario now for the weed heads out there. Go ahead, Ron.
I believe that they say cannabis helps cancer patients.
Okay, so if you got cancer, right? You got cancer, and it's at a pretty rough stage. You're going through chemo. You know what I'm saying? You're in a really pretty much rough stage in your life. Mentally, physically, all of these things. The doctor may prescribe you something to take the edge off. It may prescribe you the marijuana because it also has some positive benefits for cancer patients, right? And it also, of course, it helps you take the edge off. So if the doctor prescribed you that because you got cancer, no sweat. You're not abusing it. You're taking it. The doctor prescribed it to you. And usually when the doctor prescribed it to you, do they just tell you, do they just give you unlimited? You just take it when you want, eat it when you want, just have at it. Unless maybe you're in a grave situation, like if you got AIDS and you literally on your deathbed and the doctor just say, hey, look, you know what I'm saying, just whatever it takes to put you at rest because, you ain't got too much longer to live. And unless it's that dire situation, how does a doctor prescribe you any medicine? Go ahead.
In dosage.
The doctor's going to do the same thing with that cannabis or oil, whatever pill, whatever it is, the case is, the doctor's going to give you doses. Take one morning, take one at night before sleep, or have this much oil before this. You know what I'm saying? It's all going to be in dosages. You're not going to, the doctor's going to make sure you don't abuse it. Why? Because the Lord put that doctor there to help cure whatever you got going on or to make you feel better. Everybody understands? So you can't eat weed. That was just like a question to throw y'all off. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the precept for that is where? I know. Hey, you got to be ready. Go ahead, Ron.
Is it the one when it says that it created all the plants for meat?
Damn right. You know what it said. Go ahead and get that. It's in Genesis.
Come.
Hey, before you finna get up out of this, sis? Yeah. Before you get up out of here, I want to get some pictures in the class before you get out. So, I ain't even trying to hold you up.
Now, what you said that scripture?
He finna find it right now. I believe 1:29.
Yeah, I got it. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
And the Most High said, Behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed.
Start it over again.
And the Most High said.
And the who?
And the Most High said. And
what
God,
do you say if you see God?
The power.
Say it again. So,
and the power said.
And the power said, go ahead.
Behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed,
mm-hmm.
which is upon the face of all the earth,
mm-hmm.
and every tree, in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed.
Now, herb-bearing seed, marijuana it comes from an herb-bearing seed. Everybody understands that, right? The Lord gave us. It's here. It's definitely here for for usage. But it's not here to smoke. What is it here for? Read.
To you it shall be for meat.
To you it shall be for what?
Meat.
It shall be for meat. What is meat? What do you do with meat?
Consume it. like for food.
Just tell me what do you do with meat? Go ahead, sis. You eat it. You understand? You eat it. And why? What benefits does meat have?
Protein.
It's protein, nourishment. You understand what I'm saying? It's protein. That's what these herb-bearing seeds are here for. It's for nourishment. It's there for its benefits. Whatever benefits that a herb can have for you, that's what it's there for. Go ahead, sis.
So you're saying that I could cook my steak in some weed?
You could, if the doctor said that you need it.
The doctor have to say that.
Honor a physician. Let me ask you this: are you gonna cook your food in Tylenol? You gonna put Tylenol in your food?
I mean, you just said that in Genesis
It
it was
is.
put here
It
for
is.
the meat.
Right?
So if it was put here for the meat, then it mean I can cook it in.
Do you need it though? It's a herb. What is a herb here for? So we're gonna go through the whole. What is a herb? You said it earlier. What is a herb here for?
So what you're saying is not a spice. So it's not a spice.
Nah.
Herbs and spices are kind of the same.
Now, okay, so herbs and spices are two different things. Spices are spices. Herbs are herbs. That's why people use the term herbs and spices. There's two different things. Herbs are for what? You said it earlier.
For
Medicinal purposes. It's for healing. That's what a herb is here for. Spices are just to spice up your food. So there's certain spices that you can use that definitely not marijuana. Marijuana is not used as a spice. You understand? When have you ever seen somebody say, "I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of that"?
Well, I'm
make that taste
asking
good"?
because
Right.
you said.
I got you. I'm just letting you know. No, herbs are for medicinal purposes. It's for healing.
So how
Now,
do
when
you
I say
use it with
nourishment, it shall be for meat. That's just to show you that you can consume it. It can be consumed, but it can't be smoked. You understand what I'm saying? That's what that's for. These herb-bearing seeds are here for just like any herb. Like they got other herbs. They got is not the coca leaf a herb or there are other herbs that they use for drugs? Isn't they? Don't they have like other like? I could be off with the coca leaf. I might be right. I don't know. I'm just saying there's other herbs out there that they've turned it and used drugs. Poppy seed could possibly be a herb. It's supposed to be for healing, but they turned it into a drug. Now, the original purpose of these seeds are for a whole different reason for what they done turned it into. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to use it for meat, not to turn it and make it into something that's going to have you wired up.
So you mean when you say use it for meat, you mean like eat it like it's meant to be eaten
It's
like
meant
meat.
to be eaten
Like
and
meat.
for the purpose of gaining the benefits that it provides. Like
Okay.
meat. That's why I asked you, what does meat provide you? You said protein. You don't just, now you're not going to sit here all day and just eat meat all day because that would be unhealthy. You don't want to just sit here. What I mean by you ain't going to sit down at a buffet and stay there 24 hours. Well, some people may. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. You're going to end up on my 400-pound life. You understand what I'm saying? But if you just sitting there eating meat all day long, eating too much protein can be it can harm you, yeah, right? You see, too much of anything can hurt you. So the point of it is take the nutrients that you need, get what you need. And even I have a bad habit of eating a little bit more than what I need to. That's why I'm fat. And it's okay, no sweat. You know what I'm saying? I'm losing weight. I'm getting there, right? But that's the bad thing about doing too much. Get what you need, the nutrients you need from it. Not, just like this herb, you don't need it all day long. You only need it for when you need it. That's why the doctor prescribed medicines in dosages, right? You understand what I'm saying? If you could, Baba Kushar, take a picture of the class, Baba Kushar. Get like a couple angles. From that angle, so that's the whole purpose of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, like again, sis, I know it could be a little confusing, but it's like it's all about the precept. That's why I have to pull. The scripture says precept must be upon precept. You understand? Line upon line, here a little, there a little. That's why I had to break it down to you in that aspect where I use because it says every herb-bearing seed, a Christian or a weed head this is their go-to scripture. This is their go-to scripture to say, well, the Lord provided this for us. Well, let me ask you this. The Lord put the pigs here too, didn't he? Are you supposed to eat that? Are you supposed to eat the oysters and the crabs and the shrimp? He put all of that here. Let me ask you this. Grass or weeds. You could say weeds, grass, whatever. are you supposed to just go outside and just pick up the weeds and eat the weeds out the ground? No, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't put it there. Doesn't mean you have to eat it. It's not there for you. If it had beneficial purposes and you want to use it for that, and a doctor says this is okay, because usually the reason why it says honor physician, why? Because a doctor goes through a long-term schooling to know, and they do run tests, hypotheses, and do all these scientific experiments on things to know, okay, this is good. CDC approves it. Everything goes through a rigorous testing process. Some things slip past that or whatever, but and send them to me if you could. Some things may slip past a little testing or whatever, but a doctor is trained to know if someone is just in there because, hey, I'm sick, please help me. A doctor is trained to know that. Do you really need it or do you not? That's why it says honor physician, because the Lord is working with that physician. You know, if you're an Israelite, if you're in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, you're trying to go to the doctor to get some damn Vicodin and you don't need it, the doctor's going to tell your ass no. He's going to prescribe you some Tylenol 3s and tell you to go home. Because the Lord is with him, right? You understand what I'm saying? Tylenol extra strength. You don't even need Tylenol 3s. It got a little bit too much codeine in it or something or whatever. You understand? You're doing too much. You just you'll be all right. Get your Tylenol extra strength, a couple of them, maybe ibuprofen, and you'll be fine. You understand? That's what's going to happen because the Lord is with them. We already read it in Apocrypha. You understand what I'm saying? So that I don't really want to harp too much on the weed stuff because, like I said, you know, you got weed heads watching this. Me talking about it too much might trigger them to go smoke, or, you know. So I don't want to do that. You understand what I'm saying? But is you good on that? You had any more questions on that? Okay, Most High Christ. All right, we took the pictures if you want. You know, Most High Christ says, "Hey, shalom, the water for being here again. Good for seeing you." All right, no sweat. So, let me see. I think I want to do one more. Let me. Okay, so now off the law. Let me bring up. Let's see. One second. Something I wanted to go into. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Most High Christ. Let's go. Let me go look up Leviticus chapter 11. I think this is where I want to go. Leviticus chapter 11. Let me see what this is about. Is this about the okay, no, not 11. Okay, let me ask this one more question. So, what does the Bible say about uncovering nakedness? That might be a tough one. You're going to be getting ready to read these security announcements too, just letting you know. So what does the Bible say about uncovering the nakedness?
It's like it says that you shouldn't look upon someone's nakedness.
Okay, now, you know what a precept is? You're definitely not supposed to look upon certain people's nakedness. Because, okay, let me ask you this. Can you look upon your wife's nakedness?
Kind of one kind.
Damn right, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Damn right, you can. You understand what I'm saying? But there are instances where you can't look upon nakedness. Go to Leviticus chapter 18, just for time's sake. We're finna get up out of here.
Kind of one kind. You say 18?
Mm-hmm. We're going to start at verse 6.
Kind of one kind. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 6. None of you shall approach to any that is near kin to him to uncover their nakedness.
So now, none of you shall approach to any that is near unto them to uncover their nakedness. What is that saying?
That you shouldn't try to, look at your kinfolk, in their nakedness.
You definitely shouldn't be trying to go up to them and make them naked. You shouldn't be trying to pull their pants down. You know how people used to play jokes and stuff. People try to pull their pants down and stuff. I forgot what it's called, but you're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be trying to uncover somebody's nakedness. You understand what I'm saying? No, somebody that's near kin to you. Go ahead.
Verse, I am the Lord. Verse 7. The nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother shalt thou not uncover.
Right. So your mother and your father, why are you trying to see them naked? It's like if the spirit on it is that you got a homosexual spirit on you, or you got a sexual deviant spirit on you, where you going and trying to uncover the nakedness of these people that are like your family, your near kin, or your mother, your father. You understand? You out here like R. Kelly, because at one point he had a lust for his mother, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a sexual deviant. Oh yeah, man, it get weird, real wicked with R. Kelly, man. You know what I'm saying? It was an interview where he was talking about how he felt about his mother, and it definitely was not in a good way. It was definitely some funny stuff going on. You understand? And that comes from him being molested as a child, right? And he just had that sexual deviant spirit on him, and he, that's something that we're not supposed to have on us. That's the spirit behind that. All right, go ahead, keep going.
She is thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 8. The nakedness of thy father's wife shalt thou not uncover.
Mm-hmm.
It is thy father's nakedness.
So now you going to uncover your stepmama nakedness. You trying to look at her naked. You know what I'm saying? Like why? Like that is unlawful. Why?
Because that is his wife, and
that's his. That's his property. She is his. Her body is his. She belongs to him. So that's why I said you uncovering his nakedness, because that's his woman. That's his. Nobody should see her naked but him. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 9. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or daughter of thy mother,
mm-hmm.
whether she be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness shalt thou not uncover.
So it don't matter if this your sister from your mama's side or your daddy's side. It don't matter if she was born in the same household with you, y'all grew up together, or you ran into her later on in life. And you be like, hey man, who your daddy? Your dad? That's my man. You my sister. Like, it don't matter. You understand? You shouldn't be trying to uncover their nakedness. You understand? Go ahead.
The nakedness of thy son's daughter, or of thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover.
Now, this is your grandchild. You understand what I'm saying? This is your grandchildren, whether it be from your son or your daughter. Is that saying you can't change a baby diaper? No. It ain't saying you can't change the damn baby diaper. How else the baby diaper gonna get you? How else is the baby gonna be able to use the bathroom if you don't change the diaper? Somebody got to do it, right? Sometimes there's you a single father. You got to change the baby diaper. You ain't got no choice. Sometimes the children leave you with the kids. Lord forbid, I gotta deal with that when I get too much older. I'm gonna take care of my grandkids, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot here. But yeah, I don't like changing diapers like that. At least not the boo-boo diapers. You understand what I'm saying? So I would pray that my daughters understand that and not leave, expect me to be changing boo-boo diapers when I get older. When they have kids and stuff. You understand? But of course, if they do, I'm gonna take care of my baby. My grandkids. I'm gonna be there for them. But the point is, you're not changing a diaper because you're trying to uncover their nakedness. Like you got a sexual deviancy or a pedophilia problem or whatever the case may be. You have to change the baby diaper because the baby got boo-boo everywhere. You got to get it. If you don't, it literally it's going to be stinking. You don't want to smell that. You understand? You got to change the diaper. It just got to be changed. There's a difference, man. Christians can't, Christians, you got to get that Christianity off the scriptures. You understand what I'm saying? There's always a spirit behind it, man. All right. So, we can keep reading. Go ahead. We can go ahead and finish it down to
Mm-hmm. For theirs is thine own nakedness.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11. The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness.
So now that's like, okay, you got your daddy, and your daddy go marry another woman and have a child by that woman. That's still your sister from your father. You understand what I'm saying? That is your sister. The seed, the father carries the seed. So that is your sister. It don't matter if he had it by your mama or his other wife. You understand what I'm saying? And that's another reason that it proves that a man can go out and have more than one wife, because your mama is one wife and then this other woman is another wife. You understand? But we just neither here nor there, right? So now that's just along that, just in case. We could probably delve into it a little bit more next week. That's what we cut off at. If y'all just remind me next week or whatever, we can delve into that. keep in mind, y'all write y'all precepts down because I will be quizzing y'all next week on the things that we went over before I start going into my lesson and stuff. I will start doing that, and then I'll go home tonight and figure out how I want to implement this new structure that I'm going to be implementing in class, where we're going to have an actual 4-part lesson and then a quiz and stuff like that, or a review or whatever you may call it. You understand what I'm saying? But with that, you understand, make sure you pay your tithes to the men of the Lord and the ISUPK. You understand what I'm saying? Click the donation link. Go to www.isupk.com. Click the donation link. You understand? Make sure you pay your tithes, man. It's very important that you pay your tithes. Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, y'all see what the Lord is doing with this epidemic, with these hurricanes, with everything that's going on. You understand that the Lord is not playing, and that you're gonna need to be self-sufficient. And here in the ISUPK, that's what we're doing. The Commander Junior Hunter is buying land and animals and everything, so that when the white man empire falls, because it's gonna fall, Babylon will fall. And when it do, you're going to need your people to lean on. And that's what we're going to be in the ISUPK. We're going to be here to provide for our people, just like we've always provided since 1969 under Commander Junior Hunter. Everybody understands, right? So with that, pay your tithes, man. You understand what I'm saying? And with that, make sure you go ahead and read the security announcements. Pass the class over to Officer 50, Rom, for the security announcements.
We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They hit to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, a teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandment, out of the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, Mayasharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the memorial of the blowing of trumpets, which is the first day of the 7th month, which is Thursday, September 17th, 2020, out of the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And these are the security announcements.
All right, with that, Majim, which means to stand, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amadi Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah, Yazamatah, Sar. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amadi Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shemal Atah Hashem Yahushua, Yazamatah, dismiss. All right. That's how I'm class. Let me play this thing one more time.
+400 years of atrocious acts. We suffering PTSD throughout our generations from the trauma and war crimes committed against us. We still being lynched. We still being hunted. We still oppressed. Kissing our boots is the least you devils can do. Gotta watch my step, cause our enemies cowardly creep. And they hunt us when we go on the streets, full of lies and deceit. See the beast trying to devour the sheep. Wicked devils love to prey on the weak. So you gotta be wise and see the lies in their philosophies. Living out these biblical prophecies. They press their knees on the dying man. We went from chains to prison, and from the pot to a frying pan. At the border, families torn apart. These crackers gotta suffer, Lord, forgive me for my corner thoughts. They hung us while they took our ladies to rape, then turned around and used our babies for bait. I can't think straight. How much more it's gonna take? They evil crimes justify the hate. Nigga, that's the proof. I thank the Lord for this truth. I tell these crackers this what they can do. Devil, kiss our boots. Do what the scriptures say to do, so my people know these prophecies are true. Devil, kiss our boots. and show an act of humility. 400 plus years of captivity. Kiss our boots. For all the pain and oppression, for all the lies and deception, devil, kiss our boots. Get on your knees and your hands and lick